All right, I'd like to call this meeting to order at 7 p.m. Let's join each other for the pledge of the flag.
Yep.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, and I would just like to mention that both Michelle and Kelly are joining us on Zoom as they recover at home. I need a motion to entertain a motion to adopt the agenda as presented.
So moved. Second.
So moved Greg, second Dick. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion carries. Item number 3, approval of minutes. I'd like to entertain a motion to approve the following minutes. Special meeting. I have to read them first. Hold on.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay. Special meeting retreat and regular meeting of the Plymouth Board of Education on January 10th, 2024, and the special meeting of the Board of Education Finance Committee and special meeting of the Plymouth Board of Education First Budget Workshop, Budget 2024-2025, on February 6th, 2024.
So moved.
Second.
Okay, motion by Pat, second by Michelle. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion carries. Item number 4, student representatives. Jacob.
So the Terryville High School wrestling team finished 3rd in the Berkshire League tournament just recently, and this was impressive considering that they were missing 3 weight classes, and they are going to states this weekend, so that's good for them. And the senior class is doing a duck hunt in which students look for these small acrylic ducks in each of the classrooms, and then they submit them to Mrs. Avicali for a raffle ticket. And at the end of this event, one of the raffle tickets will be pulled for a free prom ticket. And then students are getting very involved in this event, and it's seemed to have boosted school spirit a lot.
Oh, good.
That's good. And seniors are starting to hear back from colleges this time of year and decide on offers. And students are starting to think of their prospective majors and their careers that they want to have in the future. And there seems to be a wide array of student readiness. Some don't know what they want to do. Some have a specific job area, and some seem to know exactly what they want to do. But the Career Center has definitely helped more people find areas of interest to help them find these job areas or a specific career that they want to have. And the CIAC Scholar Athlete and CAS Awards and the recipients have been decided for both of them. For the CAAC Scholar Athlete Award, it's going to Charlie Rogers and Morgan Slavinsky. And for the CAS Award, it's going to Hannah Foster, and myself.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Charlotte.
So the drama club at the high school has come back and are now beginning to rehearse for the school high school musical. The students from the Terryville High School and ETJMS will be performing as characters within the musical, and they're showing great promise and talent so far. Many students are happy with the drama club return as it did not play in the fall, and even more members and new faces are showing up at drama for 3 times a week.
Great.
The CPR training happened on January 22nd. It was also an EpiPen course, and it was given by middle school teacher Dr. DJ and local EMTs at the high school library after school hours from 2:30 to 3. It was both juniors and seniors that had missed the opportunity to learn how to perform CPR because of COVID. And they practice on mannequins with the EMT's guidance. We want to give a huge thanks to the Dr. DJ and EMTs for giving the high school upperclassmen an opportunity to learn how to perform CPR.
Excellent. Mark?
Hi, everybody. Happy Valentine's Day. On Friday, February 9th, Unified Buddies from Terryville and Thomaston chose to put their rivalry on hold and came together to bowl at Thomaston Lanes. As I've mentioned in previous meetings, Unified Buddies provides opportunities for students of all abilities to learn about each other through inclusive social activities. It was a great time. I was there personally, and we got some mean bowlers in this school. I'm just saying. It was a whole lot of fun, and actually the Republican American came and did a story on it, and Bilal Kepi was on the front page of it, the story, which was a which was a really nice opportunity for him. Overall, it was a great experience, and you could really tell that people had a great time. Next is the boys and girls basketball seasons are wrapping up this week. Girls had a great season, very competitive, showed a lot of improvement this year within the Berkshire League. The boys are keeping their hopes up for the Berkshire League tournament. There's been a lot of parity this year, and they're very confident going into this tournament. And tomorrow, Thursday, February 15th, is senior night, so a nice way to acknowledge all the seniors that have participated and been committed to this team for the past 4 years.
Excellent. Thank you all very much. As always, you are welcome to stay. We'd love to have you, but if you have things to do, we understand if you want to bow out.
You already told me it's Valentine's Day.
Yeah, I
So
don't blame them. I don't blame them.
They all have big plans tonight,
I'm sure.
just like us.
Yeah, these are our big plans. All right. Item number 5, public comments. Okay, seeing none, I'm going to move on to item number 6, superintendent's update.
Thank you very much. Happy Valentine's Day. I'd like to start by thanking Mr. Carlos and her foods class for the Valentine's treats that she made the entire board. It's very nice of her students and herself to think of our Board of Education, so thank you so much. I would also like to congratulate a number of Terryville High School students. I'd like to congratulate Jacob before he leaves, and Hannah for receiving the Connecticut Association of Schools Art Awards. And I'd also like to congratulate Morgan Slavinsky and Charlie Rogers as they received the CIAC Scholar Athlete Awards. And all 4 of them will be recognized at the AquaTurf at an awards banquet in the spring. I'd also like to congratulate 9 individuals at Terryville High School who will be inducted into the National Honor Society on February 29th. And you can see it's a very elite group with very high expectations and standards by this faculty and staff to make that cut of National Honor Society. It's very, very difficult. So I'd like to congratulate the 9 students from Terryville High School. As mentioned, the Drama Club had open auditions for the performance of High School Musical this year. We're running with some new advisors, and the goal of these 2 advisors that we have are to get more kids involved in our drama club. And they have a lot of experience from the Thomaston Opera House that they're bringing here, but they're looking at what show they're putting on that the kids could connect to, and High School Musical is a pretty good one. And they're also looking to open up the auditions for Eli Terry and Terryville High School students. So they did open auditions for both schools, and they're rehearsing this musical over the next few months, and the performance is scheduled for April. More to come on that. I recently received a letter from the Plymouth Food Pantry thanking our school district for our generosity and support. And so in the letter, it was very clear that all 4 of our schools made donations over the holiday season, whether it be food donations or food and monetary donations to the food pantry. Over $10,000 our school district gave to the Plymouth Food Pantry through Thanksgiving and Christmas. And so I just couldn't be more proud of the faculty, administration, the staff, the students, and the parents for their support of our community. As mentioned as well, with regard to the Waterbury Republican, we were featured on the front page for one of our newer programs at our middle school and high school. You should have a copy of that article in front of you. And Ms. Malolo is going to cover what's going to happen and what we're doing with our new program.
So Mark took my thunder a little bit because I was going to talk about the Unified Buddies bowling event, but we do have some things going on at both the high school and middle school this year for Unified Buddies. The high school's partnered with Thomaston High School, as you can see in the article, and they've done some gatherings, including the bowling last Friday. They are intending to have an end of the year gathering as well. So it's been great to have 2 schools come together that are usually rivals and come together for just a great time and some friendships. But additionally, we put Unified Buddies at Eli this year too. So ETJ has a Unified Buddies program. Anna Marie Allison and Becky Lyman, who are 2 teachers there, are the co-advisors. And they have started the Brewing Bulldogs. So it's similar to the Rolling Ruse, which is the coffee cart at the high school. The Brewing Bulldogs offer coffee and snacks on Fridays to the staff, so they're able to provide that for them. And they are collaborating with the ETJ Art Club, and the Art Club is making mugs and coasters to go in conjunction with this. So I thought that was a really nice partnership as well. So I want to thank Mike Holt, Jess Hurd, the co-advisors Christine and Patrick Norton at the high school, Anna Marie and Becky at the middle school, and Darren and Stephanie for all their support. Everyone's been so great to support this vision that we've had for Unified Buddies, and Brian and I are so pleased that everyone's embraced it and that we can provide this meaningful experience for our kids.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Finally, I just wanted to remind the board and the public of a few important dates coming up with regard to our budget. On Thursday, March 14th, we will be presenting our Board of Education budget to the Plymouth Board of Finance Committee at 7 p.m. in the community room at Town Hall. This is a really, really important meeting for our school districts because that's the meeting where we speak and present our budget to the Board of Finance so they see and understand what we need to maintain our staff, maintain our faculty, and maintain our programs in our school district. We're not asking for anything additional. We're just looking to maintain, and so we're able to present that to them at that time. Following that meeting on Thursday, April 18th at 7 p.m. in the community room at Town Hall, the Plymouth Board of Finance will complete their budget presentation, and there will be a public hearing right after that. After their presentation and the public hearing, there will be a special joint meeting with the Plymouth Town Council, the Plymouth Board of Finance, and the Plymouth Board of Education. Very, very important meetings for our school community.
Is that also at 7 o'clock?
7 o'clock,
Okay,
yes.
thank you.
And finally, as a reminder, the school district will be closed for winter break from Monday, February 19th through Friday, February 23rd. And that's all I have.
All right, item number 7, new business. Adoption of the 2024-2025 Plymouth Board of Education budget and vote. So I would like to entertain a motion to adopt the Plymouth Board of Education budget for 2024-2025 as presented to the board with an increase of $876,641 or 3.35% over last year's budget. Do I have a
So
motion?
moved.
Second.
Pat, and second Dick. Now we can open this up for discussion.
What's to discuss?
Well, I mean,
Yeah, I mean,
if anybody has any.
Well, we went, yeah, there's a couple things there, but I'll bring them up in executive session sometime that I want to talk about in the budget. It has to do with salaries. That's all. I'm pleased with what the budget is, but there are, things we can't discuss in public. So.
They're contractual?
Yes.
Okay.
Greg, Dick, anything? No? Ladies? Michelle, Kelly, anything?
No, thanks. No.
Okay. All right, looks like we are ready to take a roll call vote. Mr. Showers,
No.
Ms. Tilton,
Yes.
Mr. Foote,
Yes.
Ms. Candrea Florenciani,
Yes.
Mr. Perugino,
Yes.
Mr. Zabushka,
Yes.
Mrs. Lushen,
Yes.
Mr. Seaman is not here. Mrs. Kalesa, I vote yes. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 yeses and 1 no. Motion carries. Oh, I'm sorry. No, we did a roll call. So motion carries. All right. Item number 8, business manager's report and personnel report.
Matt is not here this evening, but I can do my best to be Matt. I have a little more hair than him, not much more, but I have a little more. So I can try my best.
We get a very detailed
Yeah,
report from
you
him,
do.
so it's,
So, What I will say about one of the reports that I read, really our food service is doing an amazing job. When you look at other districts and in some of the money that they might be losing within their food program, we're very fortunate that our faculty and staff in the food service is doing an amazing job, and we're doing good work and making sure that people are paying their bills and that we're feeding kids, and that's the main thing. And then I don't know if you want me to cover the damage also. We had some damage to at Eli Terry. So I don't know if you know, in the back corner of the baseball field, there's a fence and the net that goes up about 30 feet. I don't think any of our middle school kids can hit it over the normal fence, but we have, from when it was a high school, we have the extended fence up there. And a tree from one of the neighbors' yards fell on that extended fence. And because the tree fell on our property, we're responsible. Our insurance is covering the cost of the repair, and so we are going to put the 30-foot fence and net back up just in case. We have a professional ball player that comes to our middle school at some point
Never know.
and hits it over. We'll see.
I was a little shocked at that price point, though.
Yeah, the whole thing has to be replaced up top.
Yeah.
And that's a pretty big backstop. I
Yeah,
can understand
it
the
absolutely
cost.
is. Yeah.
My only concern with the activity report is $5,000 that the parents aren't paying for their students. And like Matt has listed here, it says, it's a reminder that, any negative balance at the end of the school year must be funded by the Board of Education operating budget. So this is a situation requiring me to transfer funding for food service. And I know they've been doing robocalls, emails and everything, but, I know it's tough out there, but, $5,000 here, $5,000 there, before you know it, it's gonna add up.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
tough because you're feeding kids.
Huh?
So you're
I
feeding
understand
kids,
that,
so
I
it's not
understand, I
like
would
you're
never
not
stop
feeding
feeding
kids.
kids,
So,
Yeah.
but,
In a lot of the things we used to do to try to collect money and or feed kids a more reasonable meal that would cost us less,
Yeah.
we're not allowed to do those things anymore. There have been additional restrictions put on school districts. And again, we're at $5,000. You have other schools that are well over $100,000
Oh, yeah.
at this
I
point in
understand.
time. So the cafeteria is doing an amazing job, but I do agree with you, Mr. Perugino, that it's just another unfunded kind of mandate on our school districts and restrictions that kind of tie our hands that we have to pick up the pieces on.
the other thing too, Matt got real sharp here, he's got it by page now. He already knows the questions, so he's got the answers right here, which is excellent. Saves us a lot of time.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Michelle or Kelly, do you have anything?
Not at this time.
Okay. Anyone else? Any other questions? You want to mention the personnel report?
No. The only thing I'll mention in the personnel report is we did have a retirement for one of our school nurses that has been here for a very, very long time, Jolene Duckowitz. And I'm sure I'll say more about her towards the end of the year, but and she is finishing out the year. But she's invaluable and has been invaluable in our school district. I've gone on trips with Jolene, and I've worked with Jolene when I was the assistant principal over at Fisher and then Eli Terry. Just a great person that really cares about kids, and where she's going to definitely be missed in our district.
Okay, moving on to item number 9, committee reports. Assignment of committee chairs by Mrs. Palessa, board chair. I guess that's me. All right, we're going to start with the curriculum committee. The members of the curriculum committee are Ms. Tilton, Mrs. Lucian, and Mr. Foote. And if it is okay, I would like Mrs. Lucian to chair that. Good? Okay, so Mrs. Lucian for chair. Chair.
Yes, thank you. I will be the chair.
Okay, thank you. Chair of the Finance Subcommittee, we have, on that committee, we have Mrs. Kendrea Florenciani, Mr. Showers, and Mr. Seaman. And Cindy, would love it if you could be the chair for that committee as well.
Yep.
Okay, great. All right, Policy Committee, we have Mr. Zabushka, Ms. Tilton, and Mrs. Kendrea Florenciani. And Ms. Tilton, can you please be the chair for that committee? Would that be okay with you?
That would be fine with me.
Great. And finally, we have the Facilities Committee, Mr. Perugino, Mr. Showers, and Mrs. Kendrea Florenciani. And Mr. Perugino, can you be the chair for that committee?
I've asked for that, yeah.
Great. Well, then that works out well, doesn't it?
Yeah, right.
All right, so we
Thank
have
you.
our chair people. Again, other board members are allowed to go to these these subcommittee meetings. You just aren't allowed to vote during the meeting, but you certainly can participate. All right, Special Board of Education Finance Committee meeting. A special Board of Education Finance Subcommittee meeting took place just before this meeting. Oh, no, sorry, on Tuesday, February 6th, 2024, regarding the textbook account. After a brief discussion, the following motion was made. To entertain a motion to approve the recommendation of the Board of Education Finance Committee of February 6th, 2024, to move the amount of $134,552.19 from the textbook account to the activities account. I just need one motion for that.
So moved.
Mr. Showers. Okay, and because that is coming from committee, we do not need a second motion. Any discussion on that? I think we were all there for the explanation of that monies being moved. Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carries. All right, next up, the Special Board of Education Policy Committee meeting. A Special Board of Education Policy Subcommittee meeting took place prior to this board meeting regarding the following tabled modified policies. P4005, reports of suspected abuse or neglect of children or reports of sexual assault of students by employees. P4015, increasing educator diversity plan. And P5001, administration of student medications in the school. After a brief discussion, the following motion was made and I would like to entertain a motion to approve the recommendation of the Board of Education Policy Committee to approve the following tabled modified policies: P4005, P4015, and P5001. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Cindy, we do not need a second because it is coming out of committee. Any discussion on those policies? No? Okay, hearing none. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Any abstentions? Motion carries. Item number 10, public comment.
Hi, Becca Allen, 17 Megan Boulevard, Plymouth. You actually mentioned the food service here at the schools a couple of times, and I just wanted to tell you, as a parent, they are doing a great job. My child has a food allergy, so it is terrifying when she started kindergarten to send her in to be given food that I had not checked. They have gone above and beyond. They modify her food when they're able to. They let me know, and they will, I don't even have to call them. They literally will see her name on the list, know that there's something that has dairy in it, and they'll give her something different. They've made changes to ice cream day. My child could not participate before. They have brought in dairy-free ice cream, dairy-free cookies, things like that. So I just want to tell you that they really are doing an amazing job, and they've made a huge difference to my child.
Thank you. Any other public comment? Seeing none, we will move on to item 11, board liaison reports. Harry S. Fisher Elementary School.
there was no school that day.
Okay.
But I don't know, I think Kelly said that they changed the meeting?
I did, they changed the meeting twice, actually. It was canceled twice because of snow. I did end up going, unfortunately, I don't have my notes in front of me, but I know that there's a net presentation, this Friday for the students, positive, attitudes. They're starting planning for the, fifth grade celebration. And, hopefully the next meeting, there will not be a snow day.
I'll see what I can do, Kelly.
Plymouth Center.
We all braved driving in, even though it was a storm for the PTA meeting. That was virtual. They had a student store which was Valentine's themed, and the kids thought it was the greatest thing ever, and they really loved it. There's a discount on the orders before March 31st for yearbooks, and the information would be on the PTA Facebook page. And upcoming events would be bingo night on March 1st from 6 to 7:30. There's a book fair on March 15th through the 22nd, and it'll be open for the 3 days for the parent-teacher conferences. That's about it.
Okay. Eli Terry Junior Middle School.
They're actually doing their PTA meeting tonight, but I did get an update from them. They are having the quarter auction on April 19th. They're looking for anyone that would like to donate items to it. The auction is at 6:30 at night at the cafeteria. They're doing the IGA roundup from March 17th to March 24th. They're doing a grit and wit, which is basically like a big obstacle course for the kids, on April 16th. And the middle school had the last of their basketball games that should have been today, but unfortunately it was canceled due to no electricity at the school. So they had their parties and stuff instead.
All right, Terryville High School. Kelly, do you have anything for Terryville High School?
No, I do not.
Okay, I'll just give a little plug for Terryville High School PTSA to please, especially parents of high school students, please be on the lookout for fundraisers. All of that money goes towards a safe after grad party for our seniors. Very, very important event. And any way we can all support them would be great. At Advance, I was not able to make the last meeting because of a work commitment. So we are now moving on to item number 12.
You have a new administrator down there,
Yes,
correct?
Jonathan Costa, yes, is the new, I forgot what the title is, but in charge of Advance, let's put it that way. He's been around for a really long time. He was the assistant for a really long time. Executive director, that's it. He was the assistant for a very long time. So it's kind of a nice seamless kind of way to go. Board comments. Start with Greg.
Good to see everybody, and happy Valentine's Day.
Thanks. Dick?
Ditto.
Fantastic. Lou?
Working with the PTA from Plymouth Center, they do a great job. They really do. I'm impressed. There's a lot that they do. And happy Valentine's Day.
Thanks. Pat?
Yeah, I saw the article, Unified Buddies, in the paper. I'm really impressed with it, you know. What we're doing, what our teachers and our students are doing, it's just great. It's good to see something positive in the paper. You know, it's, and I'm glad to hear the comment from one of the people here, our cafeteria staff is taking care of their children. I mean, you know, we try. We're not perfect. We're close, but we're not perfect. So I'm just glad to see that. And yeah, happy Valentine's Day and so on. I'm the only one wearing red. Yeah, I guess that's it. Oh yeah, I don't. Okay, all right, never mind.
Cindy?
Thank you for the cookie. Happy Valentine's Day. Again, the schools put out really nice magazine. What are they? Magazines?
Newsletters.
Yeah. They're very detailed. I like to see some more pictures and stuff at the high school, but they're I love reading them and looking at all the pictures, and I mean, I don't have kids in 2 of the schools, and I can really get a good grasp on what they're doing and stuff. So they're really nice. Whoever does them, I don't know who writes them, but they're doing a good job.
I think it's the principals probably.
Yeah.
Kelly, anything to add?
Happy Valentine's Day for accommodating me with the meeting. I'm glad everything will work out. Thank you.
Michelle?
I just want to say we need to work together as a community and all stakeholders to pass this budget. And please attend the March 14th meeting at Town Hall. Thank you. And I also want to thank the student reps for their reports.
Well said. And I would also like to add that I appreciate everybody's time. I appreciate everybody being here tonight, and happy Valentine's Day as well.
Karen, I have one other thing.
Yes.
Is, I hear the kids, you're talking to fundraiser here, Lou's talking. How do we get that information?
Yeah,
It's,
that's a good point, because it generally goes home to the families.
Yeah, it goes home, my wife and I like to go to book fairs. Well, my wife likes to go to book fairs. But, I go to Fisher, but I mean, now I just see Lou's having one. Well, we really don't know. I don't know how we can get that.
I wonder if schools could put out something to even like the staff emails, because we would get those.
I know they have distribution lists for their schools, and when I send out, say, a snow message, because I've sent out a bunch of those lately,
Yeah.
I click on the groups that I want to send to. So I usually click Board of Education just to give you a heads up that we're not going to have school, or we're going to get home, leave early, or have a late opening. We could add the board to the principal mailings so that you were getting that. So when they're sending something to their parent group about a fundraiser or an activity going on in their school, or a presentation, or the Arbor Day celebration that Marty Sancho does, and I see him back there, that's why I'm saying it.
Yeah.
Like, those are the kind of things you'll get those as well, just like the parents. So we can do that.
Yeah, that'd be fine. It would really help out.
And then if it's something that's appropriate for even further out into the public to know about, we as ambassadors for the public can also, tell people we know and kind of share that.
Well, I like to go to, at least I know we're interested. We're not just sitting
Right.
on the board and,
Right, of
once
course.
you go to school, we're showing some
Of course.
interest.
Yeah,
in the
I'll
building.
admit it was easier when I had kids in the high school. It was easier to know what was going on, but it is a little harder. So we have to rely on.
I haven't even got grandkids, so I don't even know. Not yet.
Not yet.
2 dogs. But.
All right, our next Board of Education meeting, the next regular board meeting of the Plymouth Board of Education, will be held on Wednesday, March 13th, 2024 at 7 p.m. in the cafeteria at Terryville High School. I would like to entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved. You heard us say like that.
Okay, Greg and Michelle second at 7:33. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Thank you very much, everyone.